Hello there, welcome or welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Samantha and this is my channel where I talk all about books. Anyway, today I'm coming to you with another Vlogmas vlog. I cannot do Vlogmas this year. I'm just too busy and unprepared to actually make that happen. So I thought I would do some like weekly vlogs, sort of a Vlogmas feel. Anyway, so yes, I'm starting my second weekly vlog for Vlogmas today. This one should be very exciting and festive because I've got some presents to wrap, and also we will be decorating the house on Sunday, I think. So that's gonna be very exciting. Anyway, I just wanted to start off the vlog, but I do need to film my November wrap up because I actually meant to post it on the weekend, but it didn't happen. So I need to film it today because it's my day off today. So yeah, I'm gonna film that, but I'm just waiting for my camera battery to charge. And then yeah, I'm gonna film my wrap up, and then I'm gonna head to the gym and probably edit that video afterwards, and also edit last week's vlog. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy day off, but at least I can stay at home and be warm today because the temperatures are just all over the place. Like, it was so cold last week, and then it warmed up a little bit on Sunday, Monday, and then today it's back to like maximum 5 degrees, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I'll put it here. So yeah, it's freaking cold basically. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna come home, get straight into my gym jams, probably make some soup. Like, it's gonna be a nice cozy time. Also, I need to decide what I'm gonna read next because I finished my last book, which was Love Light Farms, which I talked about in my vlog for last week. So yeah, I need to decide what else to read because I've got quite a few books which I put in my end of the year tag, which I said I was gonna read before the end of the year, and it hasn't happened. So yeah, there were like 3 books from that video, and then I've got some nonfiction that I want to read, and then I've also got Icebreaker waiting for me at the library. It just came in and I can't pick it up till tomorrow. Obviously that's not like a Christmassy book, but I just thought, like, you know, figure skating, cold, like kind of the same sort of vibe. I've just been meaning to read it for a while. I don't know whether to start something else in the meantime or just to start nonfiction. I don't know. I'm gonna go and get ready to film, and I will talk to you later on.
Hello, good morning. It is Saturday. I am so tired today. Yesterday, oh my god, I woke up and I was convinced that it was Saturday, and I was so sad that it was actually Friday because obviously I still had to go to work. And yeah, I was just like, I almost called in sick. I just really don't want to go. I was just feeling so drained. Oh god, it was awful. But it was fine. I survived, obviously. Anyway, but I'm currently reading 2 books, and I realized I haven't talked about books yet in this vlog. So I just started reading a nonfiction book, which was actually nominated for the Goodreads Choice Awards, which I was surprised about because I haven't heard anyone talking about it. I just saw it on Goodreads actually, like near the beginning of the year, I think. And then I was in a bookstore with my friend in July, and I bought it, which I actually vlogged that experience of book shopping in London. So if you missed it, I'll link it up in the card. Anyway, I picked up Butts, a backstory, because I just thought this book sounds so like silly and fun in a way, like the concept of like it's about butts, but in reality I think it also has a lot of important things to say about like why society is so obsessed with butts, specifically why men are so obsessed with women's butts. I've only read a couple of chapters so far, but I have high hopes. I should lower them, but I have high hopes, and I actually think I'm going to do a video where I read the Goodreads Choice Awards winners. However, the winner for nonfiction is like a book about poverty in the US, which sounds great and I'm sure it's amazing, but I just don't want to read it right now. So I think I'm going to read the runner-up for that category instead, which was this. This actually was the runner-up, and it only lost by 500 votes. So I was very surprised because literally I haven't heard anyone talk about this. But yeah, I started reading this the other day, I think on Wednesday night, and yeah, I'm going to read some more of it today. I'm also currently reading Come and Get It, which is the new Kylie Reid book that's coming out in January. I got the ARC on NetGalley, but I actually hate it. I really don't like this book. I'm really sad because Kylie Reid wrote Such a Fun Age, and that came out in 2020. It was one of my favorite books of that year. I really loved it. I loved like the things that she mentioned about money. Obviously there were lots of conversations in that book, but something that like I think people don't mention as much is that there's this conversation surrounding money a little bit, and I find that really interesting, and like discrepancies between like certain friends having way more money and things like that, and how that affects certain dynamics. Anyway, so that's all this book is supposed to be about, but I really don't get any sort of like resolution. Like, it's not being drawn together. I'm about 60% of the way through, and also all the characters fucking suck. Like, they're all just so annoying, and I don't like any of them. So yeah, I'm not enjoying it, but I want to finish it because I really hate it when I DNF a NetGalley book because I feel bad about it. Anyway, so I'll get that done, but it's just like it's not high priority for me at the moment. However, I also also really want to read A Winter in New York by Josie Silver. This is an arc that I had, and it actually came out in October, but I just didn't end up getting to it in time. And then I thought, well, I might as well save it for December. So yeah, I think that will be my next book after I finish Come and Get It. And then while I'm here talking about books that I'm planning to read this month, I might as well just go over the rest of my kind of December TBR. Very tentative. So I just got Icebreaker from the library by Hannah Grace. This book has been on my radar since like the summer, and I've been really interested in it. I loved like the figure skating movies that were on Disney Channel back in the day. What are they even called? I think one's called Go Figure, which is excellent title. Ice Princess? Is that another one? Anyway, this book has been on my radar for a while. It's 450 pages. Like, why does a romance book have to be 450 pages? I am concerned. And then I actually need to read this book really soon. I borrowed 84 Charing Cross Road from my granny, which is a little nonfiction book. If I remember correctly, it's like the letters between a bookstore in London and a bookstore in New York. And it just looks like a really sweet little book. And I love how it's like a postcard. But I borrowed this from my granny, and even though she's not going to read it, she's already asking, oh, so have you read that book yet? When are you returning it? And I'm like, Granny, you'll get it back. But I did say that I would give back on the day of our family Christmas party, which is coming up. So I need to read this. And then there are 3 books which I mentioned in my end of the year book tag as like the 3 books I need to read before the end of the year. And I haven't read any of them yet. And I posted that video in October, I think. I had not been successful. However, I would really like to read these books. Is it going to happen? Probably not, but we can hope. So like a really big priority for me is Stone Blind by Natalie Haynes, because I got this for Christmas last year and I haven't read it yet. So yeah, I really want to read it before Christmas this year. This one is a high priority for me. And then the other 2, if I could squeeze them in before the end of the year, that would be amazing. But it would also be starting 2 new fantasy series, which I don't think I want to do at the same time. I think most likely I would want to marathon both of these, so it might not happen. But I've been saying for years that I'm going to read the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, and it still hasn't happened. I'm just really intimidated by it. So yeah, I just haven't picked it up. But I really, really want to. I've heard just nothing but amazing things. I know that apparently the first 100 pages are just very confusing and it takes like a long time to get into it. But yeah, I really want to. I really want to read this. And I keep on saying I'm going to read it by the end of the year, and then it just doesn't happen. So I really want to. And similarly, also when I went on that book shopping trip with my friend, I bought She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan because it just jumped out at me. I had already heard about it. And actually, this is a really weird thing. So I had added it to my TBR on, I can't remember what the date was, but it was a day in July in 2021. I put it on my TBR on Goodreads. And exactly 2 years later, to the day, I bought it, which was kind of weird. It was just like a funny coincidence. So yeah, I've been meaning to read this book since 2021 and I haven't done it yet. And the second book, which I'm pretty sure this is just a duology, has recently come out. I mean, I have it at the library, so I'm like, if I read this, then I can just read the second book and then I'm done. But I have owned the 5th season for a lot longer. I think most likely I'm going to read one of these, not both. But in an ideal world, I would read both. But I just don't think I'm the type of fantasy reader who can have so many series going on at one time. So that's like my December TBR. Anyway, one more thing before I go. Let me show you this adorable decoration that my mom just brought back. My mom just got a job in Amsterdam. I don't know if I've said that, but she's not here at the moment. Well, she is. She got back last night, so she's here for the weekend. But yeah, my mom is now working in Amsterdam most of the time. So yeah, she was there, and I really wanted like a little Christmas village for my bookshelves, but I didn't get a whole Christmas village, but she did find these adorable little houses. So she brought me back this adorable little like tall Dutch style house because they have really like tall but narrow houses. This is just the cutest thing, and it came with a little fake candle to put in it, which is great, which I think I just broke. Anyway, look how cute it is. I'm gonna show it to you on the bookshelf so you get the full effect. Truly adorable. Anyway, today I need to do some editing. I still need to edit my November wrap up, which I finally filmed on Wednesday, and I need to finish editing it because I wanted it to go up last weekend. Obviously that didn't happen, so yeah, I want it to go up ideally today, if not tomorrow. Anyway, and then later on we're going to my granny's house because my mom's going there for dinner, and I'm going to a friend's house for her birthday party, and then my mom is very kindly going to drive me home afterwards, and we're picking up the Christmas decorations from my granny's house, and then tomorrow we'll be decorating, and I'm so excited. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to editing because I really want to get this video done, and then I will just talk to you later. Hello pals, don't mind my hair, just put it up so then you don't pay attention to it. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what to wear to my friend's birthday party thing. It doesn't start till 7 until like 3:30 anyway, but I'm just trying to get ready because it's basically quite far away. It will probably take like an hour and a half or 2 hours to drive there. Anyway, but I'm trying to figure out what to wear because my friend said smart casual and she said that she's wearing a dress, and now I'm like, well, what do I wear? I don't know. I have like 4 options, so I'm going to show you, even though you're not really going to be able to help me decide because this video is going to go up like literally a week after I'm filming this right now. I thought I'd show you my options anyway. First of all, we have this dress, which I really love. I actually wore this on my first anniversary dinner with my fiance, but it's not really the best winter dress because the back is open. It's a bit cheeky, a little bit side booby. I don't know. I feel a bit like this is too much. I would definitely have to wear it with tights because it's cold. And I would probably wear a cardigan, so that would make it more appropriate. Anyway, this is option number 1. This is option 2, which I used to wear this dress all the time. I actually got this dress for my 18th birthday, and I cannot tell you how many times I've worn it. It's like the perfect little black dress because it's nice and flowy, so it's like if I eat too much, you can't even tell. Anyway, but I put on like a black sparkly bodysuit underneath. I used to wear this bodysuit all the time, and I think I've always planned on doing this outfit as like a New Year's Eve option, but I just haven't done it because I don't do anything for New Year's, so I haven't had a reason to wear this out on New Year's Eve. But I need to look in the mirror because I can barely see in my small viewfinder. But I feel like this one could be kind of cute, and I feel like even though it's sparkly and a bit much, it's like less intense than the other one. I don't know. I'm gonna go look in the mirror, and then I've got 2 other options which are like trouser options. So this is option number 3, which I feel like might be too casual. I just like forgot that I owned this top until just now. I was going through my clothes and I was like, oh, this top. Anyway, I just got these trousers recently, but they're actually too long, so I have to wear them with heels. So I think like this with heels could be okay, but then is this too casual? So like smart casual is hard. So yeah, I have one other option which I think is slightly smarter than this, perhaps, but I'm gonna show my mom and I'm gonna look in the mirror and I'll be back with option number 4. Okay, and this is number 4. This is what I wore a few weeks ago to my fiance's friend's birthday party. I felt like this was a very grown up and like sophisticated outfit. I don't know, I just really like it. My sister actually gave me this top recently, and I bought these trousers recently, and I got them on the same day, and I was like, this is an outfit. So I don't know, I'm leaning towards this just because I know I've already worn this and I felt really good in it, but I also like the last top because it's long sleeve, so I'll be warm. I don't know, I'm gonna ask for my mom's opinion and then I'm gonna finish getting ready, but I'll come back and let you know what option I chose. Oh, this tree is a bit wobbly.
Is it? No, it's fine. Spencer's just being aggressive.
It's wobbly.
I haven't noticed that.
Get out of here, Jack.
What I can put at the bottom? They've never done it before.
All right, Mom, don't tempt fate.
Mildred's just
Mildred, my time lapse.
Mildred, show the time lapse your butthole.
She already did a videoing.
Yeah, my camera's right there.
You have to move it. She's.
Huh?
Yeah.
It could just be like
Could you
fevering
just-
Mildred's whiskers.
No, that's fine.
Are you sure?
Oh, hell no.
Spencer, get out of here.
I can't believe you were in the time lapse, you little demon. Oh,
Damn it,
Samantha.
Samantha.
What? That was not me.
Samantha, what the fuck is this?
What?
Come here.
What? That wasn't me.
Samantha.
What is it?
There are 2 of the same ornament directly next to each other, touching each other.
fake while you decorate.
Alright, it's done.
Look at this little beautiful baby who's not a baby at all. Hello, good morning. It is Wednesday. I am so freaking tired today. I don't know why, but I have not been sleeping well the last couple of days. Obviously, I had to get up for work on Monday and Tuesday. Today I'm off work. I only woke up like an hour ago and I'm so tired. Luckily, I have like nothing I need to do today. Like nothing is super pressing except for getting my eyebrows done. I need to go get my eyebrows done really badly because I've got this family party this weekend and the place isn't open on the weekends. Anyway, but I want to come on and wrap up the vlog. But first of all, let me tell you my thoughts on Come and Get It by Kylie Reid, because unfortunately this is one of my most disappointing / worst books of the year. I actually hated this. I gave it 1 star. It was just incredibly boring. This book doesn't actually come out until January, but I would not recommend it personally. It's supposed to be this like commentary on money and talking about the differences in wealth between people, like even in a friendship group, and like how that affects the dynamics and stuff. But I feel like that conversation wasn't there at all. Instead, I feel like it was just 400 pages of exploring college life, but not from an interesting angle, just in a really boring way. There was this really weird and sad subplot which happened, which I feel like was just unnecessary, and I wish I had known, because I don't think I would have read this book, because it's something that I personally really hate reading about. I find it really difficult to read about, so I think if I had known, I wouldn't have requested this book. Anyway, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I gave it 1 star, which might be a little bit harsh, because I feel like I don't like viscerally hate it, but also like I don't think it's a good book at all. I don't think it accomplishes what it set out to do, and I don't think it does anything at all, and anything it does do, it doesn't do it in an interesting way. So 1 star for Come and Get It, unfortunately. But yeah, that's all that I have for this vlog. I feel like the last 2 weeks have been quite disjointed because I can't update the vlog every single day, so then sometimes it's like there's a little gap, and sometimes I forget to talk about what I did, but like I feel like it's not that big a deal. And anyway, this is my last week of work, so the next vlog should hopefully be a bit better. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe down below, and if you made it all the way to the end, could you please leave me the money emoji down in the comments, and then I'll know that you made it all the way to the end. But anyway, I'm gonna go, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye!